First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One receiver left, two to the right. On first and 10, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So 1 yard to go here on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers will try again on second down. His throw incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All right. Check 319. Get reset. Easy. Over.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing is Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. LaTroy Guion busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, move, 45. Over.
The Chiefs going for it on fourth. It's Smith. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the offense lining up first and 10. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And there's a flag on the play. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. One of the most frustrating things for a special teams coach, the ball did not go 10 yards there on the onside kick. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. A toss play. Here comes Charles. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
It certainly appears that Jamal Charles has his mojo working right now. Already ripped off some really nice runs, but you've got to get to these guys early because if you do, you get them on the ground, put a little doubt in their minds about whether or not they're going to break big runs. But now, Jamal Charles has nothing but confidence.
Exactly. I was just going to say they're giving him confidence, the former 3rd-round pick in 2008. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now a 20th carry here for Jamal Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.